Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Browns Steelers going up against Jones's Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Matt Bryant of the Falcons set and ready to kick it off, and we are underway from Atlanta. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big run that time by Bell. 44 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. wideout in motion. They snap it at one. Now Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On third down, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. In motion is Austin Hooper. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Wow, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. 3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recover the fumble, but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for... It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my #1 target.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Roethlisberger will throw. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, here's Bell. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. The Falcons on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Ryan on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In motion left goes Jones. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And Jones has it over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. put together here from the D-line. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Back now in Atlanta. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Freeman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. James has got it. Complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going deep here for Bryant. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Hargrave able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On 2nd down, Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And oh, he spins past him and into space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. In motion is Austin Hooper. On second down, Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And before this, a signal and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he motions the wide receiver. He'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds.